2 rounds, aye.
Hurry up and load, guys.
Free up.
Yeah, 2 rounds, yeah.
That was perfect.
Sick.
Witchy, where's my second Willy P?
Congratulations, I now get the sense that all of you grasp how to receive a fire mission on a 60mm mortar and execute it. Awesome. Pat yourself on the back.
I cannot touch my back. What now?
Well, you have a problem then. Go rub yourself on the wall or something.
And go find a doctor.
Alright,
Okay, all of you go ahead and pack up your mortars, put them back in the box. We're gonna go into phase 2.
Phase 2, will that be the 119s or the 109s?
119s.
Okay. Want me to go down there and get some quickly get some FDC vehicles ready?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Or actually, 1 is good. Yeah.
Nice job, Oscar. Thanks.
Yeah.
Upchuck, are you here?
Yep.
Can you make sure they get to the artillery firing range? I'm just gonna go pick up a radio first.
Yeah, I need to grab a radio myself.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, somebody didn't drop his stuff. Oh, it's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful, those paladins. Yes, I love them.
Stay away from paladins. We're gonna do the 119s first.
Okay.
Yep.
I just want to touch them.
Okay, welcome to the M119 firing range. The M119 is a 105mm howitzer. It has an effective range of about 15 kilometers. It exists as this system where you have to manually install all of it, and it exists as a automated system where the FDC, the fire direction commander, pretty much just has to type in the numbers, and the gun will autocorrect itself onto a position. We only have the first one in game. The 119 features a bunch of rounds. It features high explosive with a bunch of different fuses for different purposes. We have white phosphorus. We have a munition called DPICM, which is basically a cluster bomb unit. So that means you set a time fuse on it, and then it explodes at above its target area, and it dispenses somewhat like 50 small sub-munitions that blow up in the area. Lastly, we have illumination rounds, which are rounds that, like the DPICM, explode above the target area and then deploys a piece of white phosphorus hanging from a parachute, effectively lighting up an area. Okay, any questions on the M119? What we're going to go through now is how to operate it. I just need to make sure I get my notes right. 1 second. The 119 is a bit more complicated than the mortar to operate, but once you grasp the basic concept of the mortars, this should be pretty quick. First off, we're going to go over the gun menu itself. So I'm just going to give it a real quick peek and explain you what you're going to see. A lot of this that I'm going to explain you now is not going to make a lot of sense initially, but once we go through it, you'll find out that it all makes sense on a higher level. So when you get up to the 119 as a gunner, then you get into this in the seat. Then you press 0. You should look through a little piece of binocular that shows you two aim posts. Those are red and white poles. You see them standing in front of the gun already, right?
Yep.
Okay, all of you go ahead and into a gun, just look at that and see how it looks, because that's should look when you're ready to aim and fire.
Like, you can, I know how it looks.
Yeah, me too.
Unreal,
Okay.
maybe. Gun too. Unreal.
I'm no master in it, but I had seen it.
Let's say gun too, maybe.
Yeah, literally.
Be careful,
somehow
you
I
can
dropped
hurt
my
your legs.
118.
Just kind of walking around.
Yeah, I think Yaxa was trying to reach on the local radio.
Okay, so once all of you have seen that, for some reason I dropped my 343, that's annoying. Okay, once all of you have seen that, then that's pretty much how the aiming post should stand when we've been doing a fire mission. It will change a bit depending on what kind of fire mission we do, but that should be a default position of the gun. So in a case that a mission maker wants to make stuff difficult for you, then what you do is you place the gun, then you look through the sight, and then the assistant gunner will place these for you in front of it, and it should look like this when you're ready to start your fire missions. Questions? Damn you and your vehicles. Okay, if there are no more questions, then I'm just going to talk briefly on the gunner interface. When you're in the gunner seat, you'll get the option of either get out or view the M137-M187. When you get there, then you get what's called an azimuth, a deflection, an elevation, something called level, and you can change the deflection, the elevation, the up and the re, and you see the traverse of the gun. I'm just gonna. Deflection is basically just another word for azimuth. So the gun has an initial azimuth. The way you check your azimuth of the gun, if you don't know it already, that is you stand behind the gun, you take out a rangefinder of some sort, then you look over the top of the gun, you make sure you're directly behind it, and then you watch through the laser. And then it tells you what the how many mils you're facing. For instance, this gun is somewhat at 560 mils.
Correction, it displays degrees, right?
Again?
Normally. It should display degrees normally,
Yeah.
right?
If you want to change that, I think it's Alt R by default to change. If you don't want to use degrees but you want to use mils, then it would show 6400, and then you know it's in mils, and then it pops up a number again.
Roger.
It's Alt R.
Good point there, Yaxo. That if you sit the gun as a gunner and open your compass, you get an accurate mils there as well, apparently. Next thing you need to know about your gun, or at least the FDC needs to know about the gun, is the grid. When we have a battery like this, he just needs a 6-figure grid. If we only have one gun, then you would want to stand right here, and then you want to open up your GPS and get as accurate a grid as possible, because the more accurate your grid is, the more accurate the fire missions can become. If you only get a 6-figure grid, you get a more general area from where the computer will think the gun is. Of course, you all know this. So, next thing, I'm just gonna go over a fire mission with the instructors, so you guys have 5 minutes to do a bio break. Questions? Go.
Yeah, break.
That'd be a heavy ass zombie.
Nikolaus, do you know how to prepare the rounds?
Yes.
Okay.
Mike.
I had done another training for about 2 weeks ago.
Ah, okay.
Another one, not this not this kind of training. Are you speaking German?
Yeah.
Na dann. Ist es hier ein bisschen leichter.
Das ist doch unfair.
Wenn mir was auf Englisch nicht einfällt, spreche ich einfach Deutsch weiter.
Alles klar, du bist Österreicher, ne?
Jupp. Hört man das gleich?
Ja.
Nein, 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 nein.
So first off, we have two types of rounds here. We have HE. Anyone knows what HE stand for?
High explosive,
High
sir.
explosive.
Wait, we have DPICM. Anyone knows what that stand for?
And you.
I don't
just
either.
Magnet.
I don't either, but I know it's some sort of cluster bomb munition. Awesome. If you look at the crate, then you use your other interaction key. Then you click prep RT rounds. Then you get a menu pop up. You get some options. You get fuse. You get a little drop down menu if you click that. You get point detonate, proximity, time, and delay. Most of these missions we're gonna do now will be point detonate. But I'll still be telling you. If I say fuse quick, then I mean point detonate. I'll try to say point detonate, but I'll sometimes end up saying quick. So excuse me for that. Then you get charge. You all get to look at this later and see how it looks like. But then you get charge. You get current charge, which will be 8 by default, and then you can go press the button charge down, and then you take out gunpowder of the grenade, thereby making it fly slower. Or you can go charge up and put more gunpowder in there. Once you've decided on your charge and your fuse, you click prep round. And I'm just gonna make a useless shell right here. Once you've done prep the number of rounds you want, you can when you set your parameters and you know you're gonna shoot 3 rounds, then you can prep 3 rounds right away. There you go. Then you look at the round you've prepared. Then you can when you press the other interaction, it pops up a little menu in the right corner that tells you what kind of round you prepared. So it will tell you that it's point detonate charge 8. Then you can go either prepare again, change the parameters, or you can pick up the shell. Then you get a nice little shell attached to your crotch like this, or wherever the fuck it's on me. It's on me right now.
Your head.
Then you can, Then you can go up to the gun, use your other interaction, and say load gun. Then the gun loads, and then once that's done, the gunner can fire. That's pretty much it. You're gonna be getting a bunch of orders simultaneously, and that is because while the assistant gunner prepares rounds, the gunner can prepare the gun. I'll make sure you get to switch so both of you try the different things. Well, it's just a real quick announcement. And fuck, do I drop this again? Damn it.
I think most will.
Drop shell, there we go.
Self-infect.
Yes. Okay, so what you're gonna do now is run to your guns. You should have your ammo, and I'm gonna call out a fire mission on the radio. Please ask me if you have any questions. Yep. All guns, this is guard hand, stand by for fire mission. Shells, HE, 3 rounds, charge 8, fuse, quick, fuse means point detonate, deflection, 2575, quadrant, 872.
Crap, I'm no message received.
Me too.
Same for me.
Fuck me.
Oh.
Fire is at my command. Not before. Out.
Earplugs are very important.
Guns, guns. Double check your ammo. Make sure you got 1 Depicum, 1 HE.
Okay, all guns. Initially, just set your deflection and set your elevation, and I'll come check it's right. Don't do anything before that.
Stand by. I'm just getting gun 5 HE. They're the only ones that are missing ammo.
Would we have heard any problems? Just say so.
I see someone has been reading ahead.
Set.
Why the fuck are people shooting?
Put the safety zone.
Lower your weapon and safety on at all times.
Or put it on back.
Okay, so you've been reading ahead and you figured out how to level the gun yourself, or even the elevation yourself. Awesome.
Yeah, I already knew it.
Okay, so we're gonna use you as a school example then. Gonna do elevations first and then deflections.
Okay.
All guns, once you're set, come to gun 3's position for some examples.
Gun 5's up on ammo.
Good. And I see Killing's been reading ahead too. Okay, that's it. Next thing is, of course, aligning the gun. What you've just done is just aligning the sight. So you've decided, the way this thing works is you have a tiny periscope on the side. You can actually see it on the gun. And what you're doing is that you align that according to the gun. And once that is aligned, then you can align the rest of the gun. So right now, when you look through your periscope, you shouldn't be able to see your aiming stakes anymore. So now you come to the reason why you have the aiming stakes. What you're gonna do is that the gunner is gonna be sitting in the gunner seat, looking through the periscope, while the assistant gunner goes up to the gun, use the action menu to find shift left or shift right, and then he's gonna shift the gun for the gunner until he can see the aiming stakes. Then he's gonna put down the gun, and the gunner is gonna do what's called traverse the gun back into position. That is done by the left and right arrow keys, using and you can do that faster by using shift and shift control, of course. Once that is done, then you have to set your elevation, because if you look at this gun and other guns, then you can see that this gun is pointing higher than most of the other guns. The reason for that is because they've already set the elevation. That is done by looking at the place where it says level. You'll see a little bubble there that has moved from the middle to the Yes, that's true. Okay, you have that little bubble there, and once you see that, once you change the elevation of the gun, then you'll see the bubble moving. Once you've gotten to a certain point, what you need to do is get that bubble in the middle. It will make sense once you've tried it out. So let's see what happens. Try and go out and do that. Blend by fucking up.
Do you need me to shift the weapon?
Yeah.
To the left.
Let me think. I think yes. Yeah, left. Yeah, go on.
Yes, I think I'm stuck.
Press X or C, I think.
Another try.
Geh rückwärts.
Nothing works. Ah, no, something does. I never move this gun. It's so fucking slow.
Yeah. It's a bit tricky.
You say to me when it's right?
Okay, slow. Stop. A bit. Ah, stop. Too far. One back. And one shift to the right. Stop! Yeah, you have to be careful.
Ay, ma.
Just press it one, and I say if another one, or it's okay. Another one. Yeah, stop. You're now between.
Sneaky. Sneaky.
The last thing you will never see.
Yeah.
Oh, the grass is moving, but I can't see shit.
I'm getting bored.
All guns, stand by to fire.
Thank you.
All guns, report in when ready.
No.
1 ready. 2 ready.
3 ready.
4 ready. 5 ready. All guns, fire 3 rounds HE. Fire.
Loading. Drop shell. Loading.
Up.
Not.
Good job, guys. Most of the ammo hit on target. The only problem was that I did a lousy fire mission, so we ended up 100 meters off target. We're not gonna do an adjust, we're just gonna move on to the next type of target so we get some different rounds going. Out. Fire mission, HE, 3 rounds, charge 8, fuse proximity, deflection,